got a joke, but I don't know if I should say it or not. Should I? With when the cows go out, where do they go? Anybody know? To the movies. It was bad. It was bad. My bad. Go ahead. Who'd you guys?
Just late in this one, it was very physical. They're letting kind of everyone play. You were able to get a dunk through contact. You were able to get your hook shot through contact. That fade away. Just kind of what were you thinking about establishing position, getting to your spots, and then kind of making the play and getting comfortable?
I was just trying to get in my spot. Obviously, there's been a lot of played a lot of games, a lot of minutes, a lot of load on us, and in moves that you could do way better and be more comfortable with more energy and get to your spot easier. It just gets harder. But at the end of the day, you got to play through contact. You got to try to get to your spots. Sometimes you're going to make the basket. Sometimes you're not going to make the basket. But at the same time, you got to play through contact. It's not going to get any easier as we be moving forward from now on. But I think there's so much contact sometimes. And I try not to complain. I try to play through it. But it doesn't make it easier when you have so much load on your body. The last couple of weeks we've been playing every other day, and we're going to a back-to-back. I think, I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, you got to play through this. It's got to be mentally tough. You got to do whatever it takes to help your team.
Late in the game, you guys had Drew covering Jaren Jackson. Just what does it say about Drew that he can do it, and then that it kind of messed up their rhythm, and George gets a really big steal late in that game?
Yeah, it's big that Drew can do it. It's big that Drew can guard 1 through 5. And especially, down the stretch when you got George in the game and they both can switch, or you got Wes in the game, or Dante or Grayson, they can switch. We can keep guys in front. Make guys just, try to beat us off the dribble. Obviously, have one of most explosive point guards in the league, great scorer, and he's able to do that, but he doesn't get his teammates involved, by doing that. But it's big. It's big that we can, just throw Drew out there and make him switch, make him guard everybody, basically.
Well, what did it mean? What did it feel like to have him back? It's been 2 weeks since Drew was out there.
Feels amazing. I'm happy that he's back. I'm happy that he's getting his rhythm. He's going to definitely help us moving forward, defensively and offensively, playmaking, making big decisions down the stretch. I'm happy. I'm happy that he's back, leading us on the timeouts before the game and after the game. It's big that he's back.
Well, you mentioned the workload you guys have had, and you have spoken about it with Chris. Even to have him on the floor for end of quarters situation, I would imagine just that ability, right, to have that extra guy, so that workload, so to speak, isn't so much on you and Chris.
Yeah, man, just having Drew out there with one ankle, it's a bonus, or having Drew out there for 2 minutes in the game, it's always a bonus. But obviously, down the stretch, in the end of quarters, him playmaking, him making the decision, being able to go to the corner, go to the dunker, set a screen, just get some rest, and not be always the guy that's going to make a decision, when Chris is out. It definitely helps. Helps me, helps Chris, helps George. But it's not only that. Defensively, it helps us a lot. He's always guarding one of the best players of the opponent team. He's helping us rebound the ball. He's coming back and helping us rebound the ball. So it's great to have him back.
I know it might be a bit before Brook is out there with you, but what did it feel like to see him around, I guess, the facility and actually getting court work in, and you're able to see him kind of start to come back to a degree?
Oh, he looks good. I'm happy that he's around us. He's been around us. I don't know if he comes to you guys can see him when he comes to the game, but he comes to the game sometimes. He's Brook. He plays with his dinosaur. He reads his book. You know, he makes his jokes, and then whenever we have practice, he rides his bike, lift some weights, get some shots up. Like, he looks good. You know, he's I don't know how close he's for him to come back, but he's looking way better than he looked 2 3 months ago.
Can you tell them apart from Robin if they're both together?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
no,
I
you
had-
can elaborate.
I can tell them apart not only because I played them. So my significant other Mariah, like she was, like they grew up together. You know, I don't know if you guys know that, like because they're both from Fresno, and I always go back to Fresno. But you know, there's always this thing that they always say. I've never said it, but you know, the people that know them, that say that Brook is the handsome brother. You know, they might be twins, but Brook is the better looking one. So I always try to see who's the better looking one, and that's Brook. No, I'm joking, but I can tell them apart.
I was just asking because he's, continuing to grow out his hair and his beard. That's why I
He
asked
gotta,
that.
gotta shave that. He has to shave that.
Basketball question for you. You've talked about how the ball has energy. Like when you're playing the right way, when you're diving on the floor, it tends to come to you. How much was that on display in the form of George Hill tonight and his activity and the ball just gravitating towards him?
Yeah, man. When you play hard, when you make that extra effort for your team, you know the basketball gods always reward you, and the ball finds you. You know, you make the extra shot, you make the extra pass. You know, you get that extra rebound that the team needs. You know, you rather play with energy than don't play with energy. You know, but you always like whenever you play the right way, you play with energy, and you, as I said, you give that extra effort for your team. You always get rewarded. You know, it might be in a rebound, it might be a steal, it might be a open three, but in some way you get rewarded.
I'm just curious your impressions of Ja Morant and just the season that he's had this year. Kind of what stands out to you?
I like him a lot. I've liked him since he came to the league. Unbelievable player. Plays the right way. He's getting better each year. He's getting his teammates involved. He's building a great culture with Coach Taylor in Memphis. They're a young team, great team. The future is bright for his team and for himself also. But he's been playing great. He's one of the best point guards in the league, in my opinion.
Christos on Zoom.
Hey, Giannis, hope you're doing well. I would like to ask you about the ability to bounce back after tough losses like the Raptors was. How important for you was to bounce back, and what it means that way for you?
We got to keep getting better, keep building good habits. The last couple of games we've been playing good, but we cannot play for 48 minutes. We play for 42, 45. We got to be able to play for 48 minutes and give effort for 48 minutes. Obviously, the last 8 games, we haven't been playing the best basketball we can play. But we just got to keep moving forward and keep trusting one another, keep playing the right way, keep giving that extra effort and energy for your team and for your team, and we're gonna be fine.
And the return of Drew Holiday is another step on the right direction for you to play full 48-minute game.
For sure, yes. Having Drew out there, it's amazing. And you just have another playmaker, another decision maker, another shot maker, another shot taker out there that can help this team be great.